Pull the lever, Crunk.
Welcome to MsMojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the most iconic voice acting performances in film and television.
You're so wrapped up in layers, onion boy, you're afraid of your own feelings.
Go away.
Number 50, Eileen Woods as Cinderella. Before she voiced probably the most recognizable Disney princess of all, Eileen Woods was a singer first and foremost. She recorded 3 of the movie's most iconic songs, Bibbidi Bobbidi Boo, A Dream is a Wish Your Heart Makes, and So This Is Love. And Walt Disney loved them so much, he cast Woods in the role of the title character.
So this is love. So this is love.
It's not all that surprising given the stunning quality of her voice, but it is impressive that she got the part over 300 other auditionees. Woods brought such a warm, elegant quality to Cinderella, whether she was speaking or singing, and set the precedent for those who would go on to portray the princess after her.
Oh, it's a beautiful dress. Did you ever see such a beautiful dress? And look, glass slippers.
Number 49, Stephanie Beatriz as Mirabel, Encanto. Welcome to the family Madrigal, where all the people are fantastical and magical, including Mirabel.
I know it sounds a bit fantastical and magical, but I'm part of the family Madrigal.
Our optimistic, determined protagonist drives the story of Encanto as she rescues the Madrigals despite seemingly not having a magical gift. It's impossible not to root for her. She's so goofy, unique, and warm-hearted.
No, she needed me to ruin her proposal, and then we did all this, and the candle burned brighter, and the cracks. That's why I'm in the vision. I'm saving the miracle.
The voice behind the character is a huge part of what makes her so lovable, and it belongs to the inimitable Stephanie Beatriz. We knew the actress could play a badass cop thanks to Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
Plans are plans. I'm a badass, not an anarchist.
But it turns out she can also bring a relatable heroine to life and sing like nobody else.
I would heal what's broken. Show this family something new. Who I am inside.
We may not talk about Bruno, but we'll keep talking about Beatriz's turn as Mirabel forever. Number 48, Amy Poehler as Joy, Inside Out. In the 2015 Pixar film, Joy is a hyperactive emotion who goes the extra mile to try and keep herself and everyone happy.
That's what I'm talking about. Woo! Another perfect day. Nice job, everybody. Let's get those memories down the long term.
But Poehler manages to make what should be an unbearable character into someone with complexity and tons of endearing qualities. Similarly, Phyllis Smith's sadness is multidimensional and the heart of the story.
I'm sorry they took your rocket. They took something that you loved. It's gone. Forever.
Sadness. Don't make him feel worse.
Sorry.
Her exaggerated self-loathing even steals the show from Joy a few times. However, Amy Poehler's enthusiasm and bubbly personality are just plain infectious.
Look, it's Cloud Town. That is my favorite. Oh, it's so soft.
And her journey to accepting other emotions absolutely tugs on the heartstrings. Although we're not surprised that the SNL star pulled off the comedy, we just can't picture anyone else giving us such an incredible performance. Number 47, Anika Noni Rose as Tiana, The Princess and the Frog. When The Princess and the Frog came out in 2009, audiences were ready to see a more modern version of the classic Disney heroine.
Look out, boys, I'm coming through, and I'm almost there.
Anika Noni Rose completely nailed it as Tiana, basically giving us a masterclass in voice acting by crafting an ambitious, layered, and insanely talented protagonist. Whether she's voicing the human version of our heroine or portraying her in frog form, the actress doesn't ever lose sight of who Tiana is at her core.
Oh, can't you just picture it? All lit up like the 4th of July.
Yes, jazz pouring out of every window.
It should be elegant.
But you gotta keep it loose, though. Gotta let it swing.
You know a good ukulele player?
Really?
Her independence, love for cooking, perseverance, and heart shine through every scene she's in, which turns this portrayal into one for the books. At the end of the day, it's impossible to imagine anyone else as the princess, which tells you everything you need to know. Number 46, Steve Carell as Gru, Despicable Me franchise. It's hard to think of Despicable Me these days and not think of Minions. Also, an impressive vocal performance, come to think of it. Still, there's no star we love more, and no character we'd rather see, than Steve Carell and Gru.
Next, we are going to steal.
Pause for effect.
The ultimate bad guy turned good. Gru changes his supervillain ways with the advent of his unexpected love for his adopted daughters. And Carell is expertly suited to portray that dynamic.
Good night, kittens. Close your eyes. Sleep in peace until you rise. Though while you sleep, we are apart. Your mommy loves you with all her heart.
We knew he'd be likable, but it's the wacky energy and amorphous accent that endears us to him so.
Read my lips. Lisa mi lipo. Pomodoro la kumquat. What did I say?
Number 45, Ali Carvalho as Moana. Moana. We love Dwayne Johnson's work as Maui, but we have to talk about our protagonist.
A boat! The gods have given me a man!
The ocean chose Moana, and we choose Carvalho to voice her every time.
The sea stays behind me. One day I'll know. If I go, there's just no telling how far I'll go.
She gives the portrayal her all, bringing heart, humor, and infusing her delivery with endless personality. She convincingly embodies a character who longs for adventure, and will do whatever it takes to find herself and restore her island to its former glory.
I am Moana of Motunui. You will board my boat. Sail across the sea and restore the heart of Te Fiti.
We cheer Moana on as if she were our close friend because that's just how personable the performance is. And did we mention the actress sings like an angel?
Become what may, I know the way. I am Moana.
As if that wasn't enough, she beautifully voiced the voyaging character again for the film's Hawaiian dub. No matter what language you watch in, Carvalho is mesmerizing.
Who you are. Who you truly are.
Number 44. Tim Curry as Nigel Thornberry in Hexus, the Wild Thornberries franchise, and Fern Gully: The Last Rainforest. Theater, film, television, and voice work. Is there anything Tim Curry can't do? While we couldn't possibly list every occasion where he goes above and beyond, we'd be remiss not to single out his role as Nigel Thornberry in the Wild Thornberries franchise.
Inching along like the world is afire. Oh, look at him go. A regular lightning bolt. Well, that is as far as caterpillars go.
We don't think anyone could have pulled off the eccentric, life-loving adventurer as convincingly or endearingly as Curry. Plus, since the actor typically plays villains, it was great seeing him break the mold and give his all to something entirely different. That being said, he also makes being bad look so good. Hexus from Fern Gully: The Last Rainforest is such a brilliantly dramatic and creepy villain that he still gives us nightmares.
Slime up above. Ooh, you love my toxic love.
Number 43. Paige OHara as Belle, Beauty and the Beast. We can't talk about iconic Disney princess voices without discussing Paige OHara's Belle.
It's my favorite. Borrowed laces, daring sword fights, magic spells, a prince in disguise.
If you like it all that much, it's yours.
But sir!
I insist!
Well, thank you.
It's an instantly recognizable performance that left an indelible mark on viewers everywhere. Belle is a fierce protagonist, a lover of books who desperately wants more than her provincial life, and finds it in the most unusual of ways.
To have someone understand, I want so much more than they've got planned.
And her story is, of course, a quintessential fairy tale. Yet OHara adds something special to the character, forging a princess who's anything but predictable. A true original.
That he's no Prince Charming, but there's something in him that I simply didn't
Each line she speaks or sings is imbued with an intelligence and grace that we simply can't get enough of. Beauty and the Beast may have come out in 1991, but in OHara's hands, it's a timeless classic.
Bravo! That was wonderful.
Number 42, Kenneth Brana as Miguel and Kevin Klein as Tulio, The Road to El Dorado.
I am Miguel.
And I am Tulio.
The Road to El Dorado is one of the most underrated animated movies of the 2000s. However, we don't think it would be the cult classic that it is today if it wasn't for its two leading stars. Kevin Klein and Kenneth Brana play a couple of loquacious con artists who discover the mythical lost city of gold and are mistaken for gods. The duo had their recording sessions together, allowing them to build a genuine rapport and even ad-lib some of the dialogue.
Tulio enjoys deflating Miguel's optimism and idealism.
And I'm the more earthbound, cynical realist.
The polar opposite characters bring out the best in each other, and the fun, humor, and natural chemistry they shared behind the scenes can be felt throughout the movie. They sure struck gold with this casting.
Get off the boat, Miguel, or you'll never see the city again.
I know. You don't think I'm gonna let you have all the fun, do you?
Come on, we've got a wave to catch.
Number 41, Susan Egan as Megara, Hercules. Hercules is one of those Disney movies where it seems like every name involved is a big one. After all, who doesn't love Danny DeVito as grumpy old Phil?
Yeah, I had a dream once. I dreamed I was gonna train the greatest hero there ever was. So great, the gods would hang a picture of him in the stars.
But for as many household names as there were in the cast, there were actors like Susan Egan, who may have had lesser recognition, but even more skill.
Let's see, what could be behind curtain number 1?
Meg!
Egan was primarily a Broadway actress before landing the role of Meg, and that probably explains the professional level of theatrics in her performance.
I'm no hero.
Sure you are. Everybody in Greece thinks you're the greatest thing since they put the pocket in pita.
With more than enough sass to go with that Disney princess sweetness, Egan proves that she's indeed the belle of the voice acting ball.
Congratulations, Wonder Boy. You'll make one heck of a god.
Number 40, Donna Murphy as Mother Gothel, Tangled.
You know what I see? I see a strong, confident, beautiful young lady. Oh, look, you're here too.
Donna Murphy has enjoyed a storied career on Broadway, even though Tangled's younger target audience may not be aware of that. Still, Disney clearly knew what they were doing when they cast her as Mother Gothel in this reinterpretation of the Rapunzel fairy tale.
If he's lying, don't come crying. Mother knows best.
Of course, there's the masterful song work on display, which we would expect nothing less from Murphy. Still, it's the emotional nuance of a character who uses love as a means to an end that honestly makes Gothel one of the best Disney villains of all time. And that is in no small part thanks to Murphy's refined performance outside of the songs, too.
You want me to be the bad guy? Fine. Now I'm the bad guy.
Number 39, Kristen Schaal, Various. This actress has a distinct voice that's tailor-made for animation. Indeed, it's served her well over the years.
I don't know where I am.
We're either in a cafe in Paris or a coffee shop in New Jersey. I'm pretty sure I just came back from the doctor with life-changing news.
Her unique sound can be heard in Bob's Burgers, Gravity Falls, and BoJack Horseman, among many others.
The only reason I wear this shirt is because some company paid me $8,000 to wear it. And I don't even need the money. I just liked that someone still wanted me to wear their shirt.
Schaal seamlessly pairs her one-of-a-kind vocals with incredible comedic timing that never fails to breathe new life into her characters. With just a slight change of intonation, she can go from sweet and unassuming to wildly unhinged while still keeping her characters very likable.
I love it.
What?
Except for this little guy, he's kind of giving me the creeps.
This isn't happening. Mother, this isn't happening, right? Has the world gone crazy?
In fact, her performances are so exceptional that some casting directors are known to put out calls for a Kristen Schaal type, which sounds like a huge compliment if you ask us.
Aren't you gonna get in on this?
I don't really dance.
Yeah, you do. Mom used to dress him up in a lamb costume and make him do the lammy dance.
Number 38, Ming Na Wen as Mulan, Mulan. Who could ever forget the incredibly brave Mulan?
My name is Mulan. I did it to save my father.
High treason!
I didn't mean for it to go this far.
Ultimate dishonor!
It was the only way. Please believe me.
Disguising yourself as a man to fill your dad's spot in the army isn't for the faint of heart, but she has what it takes. Our warrior princess is courage personified, and we have Ming Nan to thank for that.
I'm here!
It isn't so much sitting there and sketching as much as I enjoyed observing what Ming Nan does.
Wen shapes the character into somebody multifaceted. She's bold and daring, but she's also scared and unsure, especially at first.
Maybe what I really wanted was to prove I could do things right. So when I looked in the mirror, I'd see someone worthwhile.
That nuance is intricate, yet the actress captures it flawlessly, and the story's stakes feel real as a result. As for Mulan's mesmerizing singing voice, Lea Salonga is the one responsible for that, and to say she delivers the goods is a vast understatement. When will our reflection show just how much we love this portrayal? Number 37, D. Bradley Baker, Various. This multifaceted voice actor can really do it all.
No, I am sick of this guy always mouthing off and telling me what to do.
Oh, you don't like it? Well, let's go right now!
With credits in series like SpongeBob SquarePants, Avatar: The Last Airbender, Gravity Falls, and countless others, Baker was pretty much the voice of our childhoods, whether we knew it or not. He's also the voice behind several animated animals. Perhaps most iconically, Phineas and Ferb's Perry the Platypus. But if you want to see some major skill, we'd suggest switching on Ben 10 Omniverse, where he brought so many characters to life he reportedly overexerted his throat.
But perhaps it is time to share a little. My object was stolen off an armored transport 3 days ago, when I was intending to rob myself. But I digress.
And we'd love to have seen him record the voices for all those clone troopers in the animated Star Wars universe. Talk about bringing the Force and more.
And Echo is closer to the clone, the basic clone voice, but he's often got a grumpier tone to his voice.
Number 36, Ralph Fiennes as Ramesses, the Prince of Egypt. 1998's The Prince of Egypt has a way more star-studded cast than you might remember.
Be still. Pharaoh speaks.
Beyond Val Kilmer as Moses himself, you've got Sandra Bullock and Jeff Goldblum as Moses' siblings, Miriam and Aaron, respectively.
Please, Moses, you must believe.
That's enough.
You were born of my mother, Yocheved.
Stop it.
You are our brother.
Now you go too far.
Not to mention Helen Mirren, Patrick Stewart, Danny Glover, and Michelle Pfeiffer. We could go on, but among that incredible lineup, one actor stands out for his impeccable embodiment of the villain, and that is Ralph Fiennes.
I am the morning and the evening star. Ramesses, it shall be as I say.
Fiennes voices Ramesses, Moses' adoptive brother and eventual adversary. The English actor is menacing in the role, but also brings a certain empathy to his performance that might be lost with a lesser skilled actor.
I bear the weight of my father's crown.
Do you still not understand what said he was?
He was a great leader.
And to think he does all of that with just his voice.
I do not know this god. Neither will I let your people go.
Ramesses, please, you must listen.
I will not be the weak link.
Number 35, Rob Paulsen, Various. What do Pinky and the Brain, Animaniacs, and Jimmy Neutron all have in common? If you said they all feature characters voiced by Rob Paulsen, gold star for you.
Hey, Mr. Paulsen, would you say, are you going to finish that croissant as Carl Weezer? Yeah, you're going to finish that croissant. Dude, oh my God, he said it! Oh my God, it's incredible! You should see it from my side. Pretty weird.
While this barely scrapes the surface of his lengthy and impressive credits, it tells you all you need to know about the voice actor. He skillfully elevates his character's goofiness and heightens their entertainment value while nailing a plethora of accents.
Pinky had this overbite in which you have trouble producing the sound of R. Really, Brain. Egad, Brain. And you got that right away.
Paulsen's expertise can unite generations. Whether you're a longtime fan of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles or are eager to catch him pop up in newer guest star roles,
Just help us out of here.
Oh, with mucho gusto, amigos.
Are you guys okay? We're fine. Who doesn't enjoy being wrapped in melted mozzarella?
There's no doubt he has a tremendous passion for his work. You can hear it in every character he brings to life.
Jimmy, I know you're kind of busy, but
Number 34, Davey Chase as Lilo Pelikai, Lilo and Stitch franchise.
3 days ago, I bought Stitch at the shelter. I paid $2 for him. See the snap? I own him. If you take him, you're stealing.
If you were that kid who always marched to the beat of their own drum, you probably related hard to Lilo. She could be messy, moody, and impulsive, but she was also loyal, loving, and immensely devoted to her loved ones. That's a lot for a young actress to relay, but Davey Chase, also the voice of Chihiro in Spirited Away, does so impeccably in the 2002 flick, and in many of the franchise's subsequent projects.
So, you were the one who carried me back into shallow water. You saved me. I knew you were good.
She effortlessly captures what makes Lilo a real and complex individual, while still making us laugh and melting our hearts. And what about her companion Stitch, voiced by none other than Chris Sanders? We don't need to understand every word Stitch said to crack up at his goofiness, or be moved by his vulnerability.
Ohana means family. Family means nobody
gets left behind
or forgotten.
Number 33, Jack Black, Various. A character actor who also happens to be an A-lister and a gifted musician, Jack Black does it all, and does it with everything he's got.
Enemies of justice, prepare for the fierce attack of my what? Are you kidding me?
That, of course, includes his voice acting. Whether it's supporting roles in films like Ice Age and Shark Tale, video game voices like his award-winning work in Brutal Legend,
aha! I knew it. Big ugly demon.
Or leading roles in franchises like Kung Fu Panda.
I'm gonna do something I never thought I'd be able to do. I'm gonna teach Kung Fu.
However, the role that cemented Jablinski as a king of over-the-top voice acting and the Koopas was Bowser in the Super Mario Bros. Movie.
Not sure if you know who I am, but I'm about to rule the world.
An evil villain with a larger-than-life personality and the gruff, commanding voice to match, Bowser also has a softer side, as evidenced by the viral hit song Black himself helped pen for the film.
Peaches, 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 oh, yeah!
Number 32, Patrick Warburton, Various, Joe Swanson from Family Guy, Ken from B-Movie, Buzz Lightyear from Buzz Lightyear of Star Command. We'd recognize that voice anywhere.
Oh, that bee is living my life!
Let it go, Kenny.
When will this nightmare end?
Amazingly, the actor doesn't consider himself a chameleon when it comes to voice acting, but we reckon his impressive list of credits would beg to differ. Perhaps no character of his is as marvelously and memorably out there as Kronk from The Emperor's New Groove. Warburton plays the endearing dummy so brilliantly that we can almost forgive him for being Yzma's henchman, especially as they share such an entertaining rapport.
Oh, right. The poison for Cusco. The poison chosen specially to kill Cusco. Cusco's poison. Fat poison?
Yes, fat poison.
Got you covered.
Is it any surprise he took center stage in the movie's 2005 sequel spin-off? Warburton's performance is as delicious as Kronk's signature spinach puffs. Number 31, Josh Gad as Olaf, Frozen franchise. This franchise does have its stellar performances from Idina Menzel.
Let it go, can't hold it back anymore.
And we all know Kristen Bell brought her A-game to play Anna. However, we just can't get the film's sidekick out of our heads. On paper, the bright-eyed snowman could easily come off as annoying. He talks people's heads off and is blissfully ignorant of the world around him. But Josh Gad's cheery voice and innocent delivery made Olaf perfect comic relief.
I don't have a skull. Or bones.
But the actor did more than just play a funny mascot. In the scenes with more dramatic weight, he brought a gravitas to the character that we didn't see coming. And did we mention that he absolutely nailed the solo numbers?
A drink in my hand, my snow up against the burning sand, probably getting gorgeously tanned in summer.
Yeah, Olaf steals just about every scene he's in. Number 30. Ellen DeGeneres as Dory, Finding Nemo franchise. Yes, the 2003 film is called Finding Nemo, but we sure are glad it helped us find Dory and continue our adventures with her in the 2016 sequel.
No, you listen to me. I know you're scared, but you can't give up. Follow me. Just keep swimming, just keep swimming.
Voiced by Ellen DeGeneres, this adorable blue tang won us over with her naivete, rose-tinted goggles, and an ever-present reminder to just keep swimming.
When life gets you down, you know what you gotta do?
I don't want to know what you gotta do.
Just keep swimming, just keep swimming, just keep swimming, swimming, swimming. What do? We swim.
DeGeneres is well known for her comedy. Indeed, her sitcom role reportedly helped shape the character and even contributed to her casting. But this part allowed the actress to dive deeper and show audiences the warmth, heart, and emotion she could bring to a performance.
Please, that's all right.
We were instantly reeled in by Dory's sincerity, humor, and all-around likability. Plus, thanks to her, there's at least one address we can all recite at the drop of a hat.
What did the mask say?
P. Sherman, 42 Wallaby Way, Sydney. I remembered what it said. I usually forget things, but I remembered it that time.
Number 29. John DiMaggio, Various.
Hey, cool. The air's on fire.
He's such a mega talent in the voice acting world, it sometimes feels like John DiMaggio has been a part of every animation known to man. While he's frequently lent his talents to various odd characters here and there, DiMaggio is best known for some of your favorite staple cartoons.
They love me. Whoop.
Bender in Futurama, Jake the Dog in Adventure Time, and Dr. Draken in Kim Possible are some of his longest-running stints as primary characters. Aside from the unique quality of his voice, DiMaggio's delivery is always on point, and he seems to ooze this natural humor which has made him perfect for his comedic roles, of which there are many.
I will get inside her high school head. I will know Kim Possible's fatal flaw. Stevens, progress report.
What up, Dr. D Diggity Dog?
We've lost Stevens.
Number 28. Cre Summer, Various.
Elvira, you're Montana Max's girlfriend.
I am?
That's the rumor.
What rumor?
That you're Montana Max's girlfriend.
I am?
Yet another talent that pretty much made up our childhoods, Cre Summer has had a hand in everything from Rugrats to Atlantis: The Lost Empire.
And Princess Kida was a princess of color who went on to become a queen, the first one. And the fact that it's not acknowledged, I don't know what that's about.
She was completely underrated in that latter mention, as Princess Kida's whole vibe would have been so much different without Summer's sultry tones and playful cadence.
There you will find the fifth marker.
Yeah, that's it. How was my accent?
Boorish, provincial, and you speak it through your nose.
If you get to learn the unique quirks of her voice, you'll be able to pick her out as Elmira Duff in Tiny Toon Adventures and its related media, Number 5 in Codename Kids Next Door, and Valerie Gray in Danny Phantom.
Oh, great. Now I'm doomed and I can't get into my house.
Oh, and don't even get us started on her laundry list of video game titles. Number 27. James Woods as Hades, Hercules.
Memo to me, maim you after my meeting.
This Academy Award nominee is known for playing villains, so his role in this Disney film of mythological proportions is definitely fitting.
I've got 24 hours to get rid of this bozo, while the entire scheme I've been setting up for 18 years goes up in smoke, and you are wearing his merchandise!
James Woods plays the primary antagonist in 1997's Hercules, the king of the underworld, Hades. In traditional Greek mythology, Hades isn't necessarily a bad guy, but in this rendition, he's our hero's main adversary.
So, okay, say the next 24 hours, and Meg here is free as a bird and safe from harm. We dance, we kiss, we schmooze, we carry on, we go home happy. What do you say? Come on.
Woods has said that he had such a good time acting as the voice of Hades that he'd take up the role again anytime. He went on to voice the character in an animated series, as well as several video games. We certainly never tire of his wonderfully evil performance.
Okay, so you made one lousy mistake. You exist. But hey, I'm a forgiving guy.
Number 26. James Earl Jones as Mufasa, the Lion King.
Everything the light touches is our kingdom.
James Earl Jones's emblematic, soulful voice gave birth to a legendary performance. Simba's wise and powerful, though ill-fated father is played by this distinguished actor.
Don't turn your back on me, Scar.
Oh no, Mufasa. Perhaps you shouldn't turn your back on me.
Who's also proven how talented he is behind a microphone as the voice of Darth Vader.
I find your lack of faith disturbing.
Naturally, fans of the original The Lion King rejoiced when it was announced that Jones would reprise his role in the classic's 2019 remake.
But a king's time as ruler rises and falls like the sun.
Honestly, there isn't another actor in the business who could do Mufasa justice. Jones possesses a gravitas, depth, and extremely convincing wisdom in his voice that truly brings the lion to life like no other.
My son, and the one true king.
Number 25. Jerry Orbach as Lumiere, Beauty and the Beast. Jerry Orbach was a world-class actor who tore Broadway up. Though sadly the star passed away in 2004, he left behind a legacy on stage and on screen that will never be forgotten.
So, you fall in love with her, she falls in love with you, and poof, the spell is broken. We'll be human again by midnight.
His performance as Lumiere in Beauty and the Beast, like much of his work, is timeless. Through the candelabra, we get a taste of the actor's immeasurable talent. He brings a theatrical sense to Lumiere that makes him impossible to ignore.
Course by course, one by one, till you shout. Then we'll sing you off to sleep as you digest.
Everything from his iconic rendition of Be Our Guest to his charming persona is executed perfectly. The fact that the character represents light is fitting, because that's exactly what Orbach brings to the role.
Cogsworth, I am surprised at you. She's not a prisoner, she's our guest. We must make her feel welcome here.
Number 24. Gilbert Gottfried, Farius. The late Gilbert Gottfried made his mark as a voice actor by putting 1,000% effort into each and every role he got.
Hiya, Toots! Beetle's my name, and Razzmatazz is my game. How do you do? How you feeling? Everything okay?
He made a beetle in Thumbelina sound like a fully formed character. Additionally, you can count on hearing his voice as an insurance-loving duck for years.
What?
Should ask about it at work. Really? What's it called?
What?
But Gottfried's most iconic voice role was Iago.
Yes, Merit, yes! And then we drop Papa-in-law and the little woman off a cliff. Yeah! Curse splat!
Although he was just meant to be Jafar's talking parrot sidekick, the comedian went above and beyond to make him so much more than another bird.
Nice shot, Joe! When I first came in, they had the script, and I was just talking into a mic, and that's when I just started improvising.
Outside of Genie's improvs, Iago gets some of the movie's best lines. And it's easy to tell that Gottfried was having a great time going the extra mile to record every single piece of dialogue.
We gotta get out of here. We gotta get out. I gotta start packing, Your Highness. Only essential. We gotta travel light. Bring the guns, the weapons, the knives. And how about this picture? I don't know. I think I'm making a weird face in it.
Number 23. Brad Bird as Edna Mode, The Incredibles franchise. If you're looking for an effortlessly cool voice acting performance, look no further than Samuel L. Jackson's Frozone.
Honey!
What?
Where's my super suit?
But if you're after one that's fabulous, darling, we need to talk about Brad Bird's Edna Mode. Edna is a sassy, wild fashion designer specializing in supersuits who livens up every moment she's on our screens.
No kicks! No, go on. Your new suit will be finished before your next assignment.
You know I'm retired from hero work.
As am I, Robert. Yet here we are.
Bird, who's also the film's writer and director, reportedly stepped into the role when they couldn't find anyone else to do her justice. We know we couldn't imagine anyone else nailing Edna's dry wit and bluntness quite as spectacularly.
If you repress, you depress, darling. To impress, you must express.
Edna quickly became a standout character and won Bird an Annie Award for voice acting in a feature production. That's fabulous indeed.
I am not a baby person, Robert. I have no baby facilities. I am an artist.
Number 22. Grey DeLisle as Azula, Avatar: The Last Airbender. Easily one of the best animated villains on TV, Azula is the character in Avatar we love to hate. Hate because of her wickedness, but love because of Grey DeLisle's captivating performance.
What are you doing here?
You mean it's not obvious yet? I am about to celebrate becoming an only child!
Azula may be the daughter of Fire Lord Ozai, the ultimate big bad of the series, but never does she feel overshadowed by him. In fact, she's the baddie we most enjoy watching, and that's greatly thanks to DeLisle.
The fact is, they don't know which one of us is going to be sitting on that throne, and which one is going to be bowing down. But I know, and you know. Well,
there's an undercurrent of confident frivolity imbued in every scene, almost like Azula's a predator playing with her meal. Still, DeLisle offers glimpses of how wronged Azula too has been as a result of her upbringing, a dynamic that plays wonderfully with her brother Zuko, voiced by Dante Bosco. Also a tremendous performance.
Sorry, but you're not going to become Fire Lord today. I am.
You're hilarious.
Number 21, Alan Tudyk, Various. Imagine being such an accomplished and versatile voice actor that folks at Disney reportedly dub you their good luck charm. Since lending his voice to King Candy in 2012's Wreck-It Ralph, Tudyk has gone on to play some of the animation giant's most eccentric characters.
I'm Turbo, the greatest racer ever! And I did not reprogram this world to let you and that Holocaust riddled warthog take it away from me!
Duke Weaselton in Zootopia, Frozen's Duke of Wesselton, and Skrull in Disenchanted barely scratched the surface. Also, can we talk about how he didn't even need to utter a single intelligible word to make Heihei one of Moana's breakout characters? Now that's a real testament to his comedic skills. Naturally, Disney cast him as Valentino the Goat in the 2023 animated musical Wish. After all, he's basically the goat of voice acting.
As your closest partner in trade, I think it's only fitting that I offer you your first dance as queen.
Number 20, Dan Castellaneta as Homer Simpson, The Simpsons. As far as recognizable cartoon characters go, it's pretty challenging to beat out the patriarch of the Simpson household.
Look at me, I'm making people happy. I'm the magical man from Happy Land in a gumdrop house on Lollipop Lane.
His somewhat lazy articulation belongs to Dan Castellaneta, a man who's had roles in a few other iconic shows like Hey Arnold, Darkwing Duck, and Earthworm Jim.
Now I have to decide which of the boarders gets my matching set of croquet mallets.
In addition to Homer, you'll also be able to hear Castellaneta as Krusty the Clown, Grandpa, Barney, and a few other hilariously wacky Simpsons characters.
What are you people doing in my room? And of course, there's Mayor Quimby, not to be confused with a certain politician from Massachusetts. Right.
He's certainly a great chameleon in the vocal department, and as the main character on the longest-running animated series in America, the importance of his work cannot be overstated.
Simpson, Homer Simpson, he's the greatest guy in history.
Number 19, Tony Anselmo as Donald Duck, Various.
Tony Anselmo, welcome and thanks for being here.
It's very good to be here,
I've never been addressed by Donald Duck before.
How about that?
There have been exactly 3 people responsible for Donald Duck's voice over the years, and if you've ever tried to imitate his quacking speech, you'll know why. There are a lot of things that go into a good Donald impression. The famous wheezing, the high-pitched tone, and at least an attempt at making his words somewhat understandable.
Nobody listens to me either. They don't understand me.
Well, that's weird. I understand you perfectly.
Tony Anselmo, who's been providing the voice of the Duck since 1985, does it spectacularly. He was brought on for the 2017 DuckTales reboot, where he did a fantastic job with a more nuanced take on the character.
Family has been apart too long. It's time for us to come together, come here, boys.
We couldn't mention this member of the Sensational Six without also giving credit to Bill Farmer.
Hiya, neighbor.
Since 1987, he's brought life to everyone's favorite yucking anthropomorphic dog. Number 18, Tom Hanks as Woody, Toy Story franchise. Like all the best comedy characters, Andy's favorite cowboy doll is definitely a flawed hero.
Sorry, howdy. My name is Woody, and this is Andy's room. That's all I wanted to say. And also, there has been a bit of a mix-up. This is my spot, see?
When Buzz comes into his life, he quickly transforms from a completely nice guy to a petty, jealous, and angry version of himself. Hanks plays the contrast with great skill and humor. Watching Woody get increasingly frustrated with the unflappable Buzz is always a ton of fun.
You are a toy! You weren't the real Buzz Lightyear, you're an action figure! You are a child's plaything!
Luckily, there's plenty of other issues that stress the cowboy out along the way.
Just a sec. Buzz, will you get up here and give me a hand? That's very funny, Buzz. This is serious!
Thankfully, Hanks never holds back whenever Woody flies off the handle. He manages to keep the character on the right side of likable, even when he's totally in the wrong. We're not surprised. This is the man who flawlessly voiced many characters in the Polar Express. He knows what he's doing.
You coming?
Where?
Why, to the North Pole, of course!
Number 17, Mark Hamill, Farius.
Welcome home.
Here's another actor with a seemingly never-ending list of voice acting credits. Let's start with the one he's most famous for, the Joker.
I had so much fun doing that character because he's insane. And if you're insane, you're unpredictable. And if you're unpredictable, you're never boring.
Pick out any pieces of animated Batman content, even video games, from the early 90s onwards, and there's a good chance you're hearing Mark Hamill's voice coming out of the Joker.
Meanwhile, back at the ranch...
In addition to that, he's put his vocal skills to use as Hobgoblin in Spider-Man the Animated Series, Firelord Ozai in Avatar The Last Airbender, and Skips in regular show.
Got this job at the park. Okay, I think we're caught up, Monologue Johnson.
If you're a video game connoisseur, you can also spot him in Kingdom Hearts games, Call of Duty 2, and some other superhero titles. Number 16, Andy Serkis as Gollum, the Lord of the Rings franchise. Yet another one of those voices up for imitation, Gollum is a major fan favorite.
We must get it back.
What's always impressive is when you see the person behind a voice and they look nothing like you imagined them. Andy Serkis is one of those people. It's worse when he opens his mouth to speak because he sounds even less like the character.
I'm going to go from a 3.5-foot ring junkie to a 25-foot gorilla, and this is the end of typecasting as we know it. This is it. You can play anything. Anyone can play anything. So.
Of course, this just speaks to how talented a performer the man is. He's also rather known for his motion capture performances. So when you see Gollum on screen, or say Caesar in Rise of the Planet of the Apes, those are Serkis's facial expressions too. The age-old debate, of course, is Gollum versus Dobby. And while that's for another list, we do want to shout out Toby Jones for giving such a great performance as everyone's favorite house elf.
Dobby has no master. Dobby is a free elf, and Dobby has come to save Harry Potter and his friends.
Number 15, Tom Kenny, Various.
I'll get it, Squidward! Not that time.
If we say the name Tom Kenny, we hope you immediately think of the legendary SpongeBob laugh.
The hand technique.
As iconic as that character is, we won't spend too much time on him since Kenny has done so much work outside of that role.
Psych, it's your buddy the Ice King.
His higher-pitched register has made him perfect for characters like Adventure Time's Ice King, Heifer Wolf in Rocko's Modern Life, and the insane concept that is Cat Dog. He's also a double threat in the Powerpuff Girls as both the narrator and the mayor. With 2 Daytime Emmys and just as many Annie Awards, Kenny has certainly made his mark in the voice acting world.
Hey, what you doing? Following frogs? Cool. Yeah, following frogs is like one of my top 20 favorite pastimes.
Number 14, Pat Carell as Ursula, the Little Mermaid. The late, great Pat Carell's performance as Ursula is nothing short of iconic, and has resulted in one of the most popular Disney villains ever. We love the whole gang, but it's no secret that Ursula's the one who takes the movie to the next level.
I admit that in the past I've been a nasty. They weren't kidding when they called me, well, a witch.
We love Ariel, but it's no secret that Ursula is the one who takes the movie to the next level. Without her, a lot of the story's intrigue and humor would be lost. She is cruel and manipulative, yet her charm and wit makes us want to see more.
We haven't discussed the subject of payment. You can't get something for nothing, you know.
But I don't have
I'm not asking much. Just a token, really, a trifle. You'll never even miss it.
That's all thanks to Pat Carroll's layered portrayal of the character. It's delightfully evil, terrifying, and hilarious all at once. Considering the actress's extensive resume and storied career, it's really no wonder she delivers such a commanding performance in The Little Mermaid. Number 13, Angela Lansbury as Mrs. Potts, Beauty and the Beast. When you have such wonderful songs from the likes of Howard Ashman and Alan Menken, you need the vocal talent to match.
We'll be human again by midnight.
Oh, it's not that easy, Lumiere. These things take time.
So it makes sense that so many of the cast members of Beauty and the Beast come from the world of Broadway. And we have to talk about the truly heartwarming work of the late Angela Lansbury.
With dessert, she'll want tea, and my dear, that's fine with me. While the cups do this, I'll chew it, I'll be bubbling, I'll be brewing.
The inherent warmth Lansbury brings to Mrs. Potts cannot be overstated. Her jovial British accent and motherly demeanor bring just as much comfort to us as they do to Belle.
That was a very brave thing you did, my dear.
We all think so.
But I've lost my father, my dreams, everything.
Cheer up, child. It'll turn out all right in the end.
Plus, Beauty and the Beast would be nothing without her masterful delivery of the titular song.
Tale as old as time, song as old as rhyme, Beauty and the Beast.
Number 12, Seth MacFarlane, Various. The Family Guy creator is arguably one of the best voice actors of the modern era.
And we're going for that walk?
Oh, yeah, definitely. And I'll give you a bath.
No.
No, sorry. And I'll let you go for a ride in the car.
Oh, you better not be lying.
You want to sleep in the bed with us?
Yes. Oh, I never get to.
Apparently, he had such a strong idea for how he wanted some of the show's characters to sound that he decided it would just be easier to play them himself. You can hear his exceptionally versatile voice in Peter, Brian, and Stewie Griffin, as well as Glenn Quagmire. He also voices Roger and Stan Smith in American Dad.
What do you want, Roger? Anything.
A carton of Virginia Slims, and I want you to make me look like Audrey Hepburn.
I can give you all the cigarettes you want, but I can't make you look like Audrey Hepburn.
And Mike in Sing, among others. These roles are all so different that they require a talented performer who can effortlessly manipulate their voice to animate these larger-than-life individuals. Indeed, MacFarlane's the perfect man for the job. Plus, have you heard him sing? Chills.
Every time it rains, pennies from heaven. Don't you know each cloud contains?
Number 11, Frank Welker, Various. With more than 860 credits to his name, you'll most certainly be familiar with Welker's voice, whether you know it or not.
Soundwave acknowledges. Pursue her. Retrieve it.
Are you a fan of Scooby-Doo? An avid viewer of Transformers? Or have a soft spot for Abu from Aladdin? Well, you can attribute Fred, Megatron, Soundwave, and Aladdin's little sidekick to this voice actor.
Abu?
What?
Abu says, that's not fair.
In addition to Abu, Welker brought a ton of other non-verbal animal characters to life through dynamic sound effects and immeasurable ingenuity. He's also the only remaining original actor from the Scooby-Doo franchise.
I'll say it was, but at least that creeper didn't get this paper.
What's so important about a blank piece of paper?
There's only one way to find out. Solve this mystery.
It's a true testament to the actor that he can take his talents across such a wide range of roles and create so many remarkable characters. His skills truly know no bounds. Number 10. Jodie Benson as Ariel, the Little Mermaid. Listen to this voice, isn't it neat?
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Have you ever seen anything so wonderful in your entire life? Wow, cool.
No matter how many times we watch The Little Mermaid, and trust us, we've watched it a lot, Benson's turn as Ariel always delights us. Whether she's speaking or singing, every choice she makes behind the mic is the right one.
Treasures untold, how many wonders can one cavern hold? Looking around here you think, sure, she's got everything.
And they all come together seamlessly to create an amazingly curious, endearing, and unforgettable princess like no other. That's why we were so excited when she gave fans a behind-the-scenes look at what went into recording Part of Your World.
Ready to stand. Do that for me.
Ready to stand and ready to know what the people know.
You were doing.
After all, nothing beats watching a legend meticulously working to master each detail. We're forever grateful she shared her gift with us through the film, and let us be part of her dreamy world.
Stay all day in the sun, wandering free. Wish I could be part of that world.
Number 9. Billy Crystal as Mike Wazowski, Monsters, Inc. franchise. Billy Crystal once called Mike Wazowski his, quote, favorite character he's ever played. This endearing, one-eyed green monster is an upbeat go-getter who never lets life knock him down. Crystal brings his comedic A-game and throws all his energy behind the character's larger-than-life personality and quick-fire wit.
With the honk-honk and the boom-boom and no walking involved?
Give it a rest, will you, Butterball? Come on, you could use the exercise.
I could use the exercise. Look at you. You have your own climate.
Similarly to The Road to El Dorado's Kenneth Brana and Kevin Klein, Crystal and John Goodman, who voiced Sully, worked together during the recording process. Goodman's portrayal perfectly balances Crystal's excitable and jumpy Mike.
Hey, Ted! Good morning! See that, Mikey? Ted's walking to work.
Big deal. Guy takes 5 steps and he's there.
That isn't to say that the little guy is one-dimensional either. Crystal gives us glimpses of his tender side too. Still, he makes us roar with laughter so often that he could fill enough laugh canisters to last Monstropolis a lifetime.
Great job, Mikey. You filled your quota on the first kid of the day.
Not bad, huh? You know, only somebody with perfect comedic timing could produce this much energy in one shot.
Number 8. Jeremy Irons as Scar, The Lion King. In 1994, a host of Hollywood and theater legends joined forces to bring us one of the greatest animated films of all time.
What am I going to do with him?
He'd make a very handsome throw rug.
Zazu.
The Lion King features a slew of amazing performances from the likes of Rowan Atkinson and Nathan Lane, to name a few.
If you live with us, you have to eat like us.
But if there's one thing this phenomenal cast proves, it's that good guys really never win, because it's the villain who completely steals the show.
Long live the king.
Even Darth Vader himself would be impressed with Jeremy Irons as the evil Scar.
Imba.
There were wildebeest and you tried to save me. It was an accident.
The character design of Scar is slinky and suspicious, and Irons perfectly matches his vocal tics to that blueprint. It's vocal acting at its finest, and we couldn't be more grateful to be spectators of it.
You did it so they can hear you. I killed Mufasa.
Number 7. Wayne Allwine and Russi Taylor as Mickey and Minnie Mouse, Various.
Oh, Mickey, I can't believe you gave up what means the most to you for me.
Oh, Minnie, you're all the music I'll ever need.
If you've ever heard the story that the voice actors for Mickey and Minnie were married, that would be these two. Wayne Allwine was the third person to have the honor of giving life to the cartoon mouse, right after Jimmy McDonald and Walt Disney himself.
Say, folks, anybody else think it's chilly in here? Hey, somebody stole my clothes! Whoa!
Although Allwine passed away in 2009, he's the actor who's voiced the character the longest, for 32 years to be precise. Russi Taylor had him beat by 1 extra year, and was also the third actress to provide voice for her cartoon counterpart.
Just imagine, he'll stride into the room. A light will glow from him. I'll hear music. He'll bring me flowers.
If you're a DuckTales fan, you'll also know her as the original voices of Huey, Dewey, and Louie Duck. Number 6. Jim Cummings, Various. Jim Cummings is a voice acting icon with many hundreds of credits spanning various media.
Oh, you know, girl, look at here. Let's get dangerous, yeah. Woo! You know that's right. Let's get dangerous.
He's portrayed over-the-top characters like Aladdin's Razool, the titular Winnie the Pooh and his bouncin' pal Tigger, Ray from The Princess and the Frog, and Mickey Mouse's antagonist Pete. But this actor doesn't just give his all when he's speaking. He's proven that he can go harder than most while singing, too. In the Dark of the Night from Anastasia is a delightfully excessive number elevated to new heights by Cummings' vocals.
Revenge will be sweet when the curse is complete. She'll be gone!
He also helped out with the singing voice of Scar in The Lion King after actor Jeremy Irons fatigued his voice during Be Prepared.
Yes, my teeth and ambitions are bad. Be prepared.
Number 5. Tera Strong, Various. We couldn't possibly forget about this queen. Throughout her career, Strong's used her voice to bring countless beloved and outlandish characters to life across various mediums.
Look at all the colors, red, yellow, blue, and green. We can see the airplane and fly across the globe. Look down upon the colors, everyone, come on, let's go.
We know her as Bubbles from the Powerpuff Girls, Dill Pickles in the Rugrats franchise, and Timmy Turner, among others, from the Fairly OddParents, to name a few. We mean it when we say she gives everything to those roles. She also goes above and beyond, giving an extra something to Raven in the Teen Titans world. Raven is such a multifaceted character, and Strong brings that to life by relaying a plethora of emotions without compromising the character's badass deadpan nature. That's no easy task.
And I want you out. The mirror you found is for meditation. It's a portal into my mind, not a toy!
In other words, Tera Strong basically is our childhood. Number 4. Eddie Murphy as Donkey, Shrek franchise.
Oh, this is gonna be fun. We can stay up late, swapping manly stories, and in the morning, I'm making waffles.
The Shrek movies boast an incredible voice cast, with Mike Myers and Antonio Banderas killing their respective roles of the title character and Puss in Boots. But Eddie Murphy, the same man who never fails to get us cackling as Mushu in Mulan,
Stony? Oh man, they're gonna kill me.
simply dominates this film series.
You know, with you, it's always me, me, me. Well, guess what? Now it's my turn, so you just shut up and pay attention.
Amidst a talented cast, his performance was singled out by many reviewers as a highlight of the first film. And he did not disappoint in the sequels either.
Hey man, you wanna get your fine Corinthian footwear and your cat cheeks out of my face? Man, that stinks!
In fact, Murphy received the first BAFTA Award nomination for a voiceover role. With a demeanor that's half ray of sunshine and half nervous wreck, Donkey is instantly unforgettable. Indeed, Murphy made the sidekick not just one of DreamWorks' best characters, but one of the best in any animated film.
Harold! Shrek!
Fiona!
Mom! Harold!
Donkey!
Number 3. Eartha Kitt as Yzma, the Emperor's New Groove franchise. The late Eartha Kitt was the beautiful and raspy voice behind Santa Baby.
I really do believe in you. Let's see if you believe in me.
At the turn of the millennium, she added a new iconic performance to her resume when she played Yzma.
What? A llama? He's supposed to be dead!
The wicked and scheming character is determined to steal the throne from Emperor Cusco, voiced memorably by David Spade.
Boom, bam, baby. Let's get to the grub. I am one hungry king in the world. So, no hard feelings about being let go.
During her journey, she gets to aim a lot of her venom at her lovable assistant Kronk. Kit's incredible comedic timing made it easy for her to steal every scene she's in.
This act of highest treason has but one punishment. Death! Gods! Take him away!
And the actress made us love how eccentric the character was, no matter what sinister act she was trying to get away with. Thanks to Kit's commitment to the role, Yzma was one of the most memorable characters in the movie, and ultimately, franchise.
Why do we even have that lever?
Number 2. Robin Williams as Genie, Aladdin.
10,000 years will give you such a crick in the neck. Hang on a second. Wow!
Oh, wow!
The late incomparable Robin Williams has voiced some of our favorite animated characters, such as Lovelace and Ramon from Happy Feet and Batty Coda from Fern Gully: The Last Rainforest. However, there's one character that springs to mind who, above all, is wonderfully and magically over the top.
The ever impressive.
The long contained,
often imitated,
but never duplicated.
Williams went above and beyond bringing Genie to life with his iconic arsenal of impressions and famous improvisation skills. He truly went wild while creating this larger-than-life character, and the payoff is tremendous.
Sometimes it gets a little blue, but I'm a genie, so that's not bad. You know, we do the other way right now.
To this day, no one can compare to this magical being or the actor who voices him. We guess after being trapped for 10,000 years, Genie really needed to let his freak flag fly, and Robin Williams was just the guy to help him do it.
Big group hug, group hug.
Do you mind if I kiss the monkey? Ooh, hairball.
Well, I can't do any more damage around this popsicle stand. I'm out of here!
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications.
Number 1. Mel Blanc, Various. Another member of voice acting royalty, Mel Blanc, aka the man of 1,000 voices, left an unrivaled legacy.
Wabbit season! Duck season! Wabbit season! Wabbit season! Duck season! Fire!
He voiced some of our favorite Looney Tunes friends, Barney and Dino from the Flintstones, Mr. Spacely in the Jetsons, the eponymous Woody Woodpecker, and hundreds of others. An actor who can seamlessly go from Bugs Bunny to Daffy Duck to Tweety more than deserves his spot on our list.
Hello, Pet Shop. Have you done any more pretty cats? I'm all fresh out.
He isn't just the voice of our childhoods, but of our parents' and even grandparents' childhoods. The late star certainly got voice acting down to a fine art and still remains in a league of his own. What more can we say?
They're screaming for an encore! Encore! Give us more! We want more!
Which voice acting performance makes you forget there's a person behind the character? Let us know in the comments.
That's all, folks.
Do you agree with our picks? Check out this other recent clip from MsMojo. And be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.